Just so I have a clear understanding of the final play, were you trying to lob to Wenyan?
No, I was trying to get my hand up.
Okay.
I couldn't get my hand up to shoot.
Okay.
Because he was grabbing it, but, it's all good.
What were you seeing and looking at in that moment?
Trying to get to the basket. That's unfortunate, but he was grabbing my wrist. I couldn't get the ball up, but it's all good.
And
Look at it tonight.
In moments like that, obviously, you took some time on the ground. Is that what it was? Just the no call, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's just frustrating, but I know that the game may come down to that last shot. I've been in this league a long time. There's a lot of possessions in this game, so move on, ready for tomorrow.
Westbrook makes a valid point. He was clearly fouled. I mean, Joel Embid is grabbing his wrist, but at the same time, that play never should have happened. Darvin Ham should have called timeout to run a better set on the final possession of the game. But since he chose not to, Russ shouldn't have taken that shot. And I see a bunch of delusional fanboys saying that he should have given it to LeBron. No. I know you guys don't want to hear it. You want to pretend like this is Miami or Cleveland and LeBron's still the clutchest player ever. But the truth is, isolating LeBron James late in games hasn't worked this season because 4 guys are standing around and it's easy to defend. So what the Lakers should have done is move the ball and try to find the best look, which, again, would have been better off a timeout. If the ball ended up in LeBron's hands and he was wide open and it was a catch-and-shoot 3, then by all means, go for it. But that doesn't happen because teams don't leave LeBron open. So just force-feeding him the ball and expecting him to make magic doesn't work at his advanced age. Sorry to say it. Why do you think Austin Reeves, Dennis Schroeder, Malik Monk last year are the guys making the game winners? Force-feeding your star players that aren't great shooters and expecting them to play 1-on-5 is a recipe for disaster, and we've seen it the past 2 seasons. You know what isn't a disaster? Role players taking high percentage shots. It's the best of a bad situation, and the Lakers just have to deal with it. Otherwise, it's only going to get worse. But here's the rest of the interview.
As a veteran, obviously, you look for those opportunities for you guys to get better as a team. And throughout the course of the game, where does that start?
Just utilizing and understanding every possession, time scoring possession, especially in the 4 or 5 minutes of games, are important to get stops on demand, making sure we locked in defensively.
Just to be clear, you're saying Embiid was grabbing your arm?
Yeah, he did grab my arm.
In late game situations like that, and not even asking based on the result, but playing through or timeout, do you have an opinion as a player which style you prefer?
Depends how the game is going. The game will tell you what to do.
You guys have talked about how a set defense can be the hardest defense to play against. Was that sort of part of the thinking? Were you just kind of going with the flow of the game?
I never said that. I don't know where you got that from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Russ, for you, is it better? I mean, it's first night of a back-to-back for you guys. Is it better after a result like this to LeBron is saying, well, the thing about this league is we get another one tomorrow. Do you kind of try to purge this, and is that how you execute?
Yeah, you learn, figure out how you can be better for tomorrow, and come in and be ready to go tomorrow.
Russ, what's the healthy perspective on a game like this where you guys do a lot of things well, you're in a position to win, but again, like you guys are also in a situation where you need to get wins when they're in front of you. What's like sort of the team-wide perspective on a game like this?
I don't know if that's our mindset. Honestly, I think that's kind of, I don't know if that's your mindset or you kind of got that yourself, but we take one day at a time, man. The season's a long season, got 40, 30, whatever, 39 games left. Take our time, take one day at a time, get our guys healthy, get back, and we know we're a good team when we put all our foot forward, so that's all we can do.
Does big picture do performances like tonight and like Dallas, you guys, again, shorthanded, do a lot of really good things. Does that give you faith in the we're a good team kind of mindset that you're talking about?
I always, from day one, thought we was a good team, regardless of results of games. But I know when we have our team together, we locked in, we're a really good team.
The sequence that you and LeBron had at the end of the second quarter versus the alley-oop, and then he's trailing and you have the bounce in the pocket and he's able to finish. The more you guys have gotten chances to play together with one another this year, because there was only 20-some games last year, do you feel like you know one another's game better than you did last year?
Definitely. My job since being here day one is just try to make the game easy for him and AD, and I know my abilities to be able to play maker. I take a lot of pride in it, and My job is to make a game easy for him, and he does it. Make my job easy by running the floor, and my job is to reward him.
Russ, you set the record tonight for triple doubles off the bench. Obviously, you've had a bajillion in your career, but what? I don't think that's the official number. But coming off the bench and being able to do it in this new role, considering the challenges of it, what does that mean to you?
It's just a blessing, man. I don't take anything for granted. Don't take this game for granted. Don't take the ability to be able to go out and compete. I'm truly blessed and thankful, and like always, I give all my thanks to the man above for allowing me to go out and compete, and the rest is on me to go out and play the best way I know how to, and I'll continue doing that.
Thanks, Russ.